chess.com. So I'm overdue for a loss on chess.com. I haven't lost a game on chess.com in like 6 months or something. So I'll show you. Because I don't play on chess.com very often. Very often. But if you look at my rapid games here, so look at my game history. What I do is I play a game and then I peek sit on chess.com or anywhere or on Lichess. If I set a new personal best, I'll peek sit there for like a month or 2 or 3 to enjoy my new all-time high. But look how crazy this is. I know it's cut off. Can I show it like this? Nope. I know it doesn't show the date, but guys, it looks suspicious. Somebody called Kramnik. The last time I lost a game was actually more recent than I thought, but it was June 30th. Wait, of last year. Yeah, because it's not, yeah. So it was a year ago. I didn't lose a game for a year on chess.com. Now, I've only played like 15 games since then, but still. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wins in a row on chess.com. So I went from 2012 to 2106. If I win another game, there must be red flags going off and alarms on chess.com, right? Anyways, since I just lost 4 games in a row, I'm going to play one on chess.com to see if I can set a new personal best. God, I'm really upset that I lost those games. Those weren't good games. None of those games were good. Okay, I'm playing Magnetic Buoyancy 2063. All is looking good on stream. Oh, I forgot that chess.com starts the clock as soon as the game starts. I changed the board here. Are we going to get a Stafford? Do people play that? No. Okay. So we have a boring Petrov. I don't see this very often at all. I have a decent win rate against it. Okay. Now, do I want a castle or c4? No, I want to castle. I want to put pressure on e5. So then rook e1 or c4. I think c4 right away. Both are fine, I believe. And then I usually take, I think. Okay, he is hitting. Okay. Ooh, did I run into trouble? He is trying to take on d4. I wonder, was c4 too early? I don't want to play bishop e3. Oh God, how did I screw this up? It's hard to screw up the Petrov. I think I might screw that. So I might have to play h3 or I might have to take here, but even then I'm not sure. Because knight takes here on d4. Oh, and then I have check. Okay, so maybe. Okay, maybe so he's got to take it with a queen, I think, because at queen d4, I think I have knight queen a4. Okay. Now, no, we're still in trouble. So still maybe h3, bishop e3. Knight c3 does nothing. I don't know. I'm surprised that I screwed this up. This still doesn't even save, or does it? Okay, this might save it because there's this check after. Oh, we can take here. Oh, how did I screw this up? I've never screwed this up. It's just one of those days. So it's going to be 5 losses in a row. It's going to be 5 losses in a row. So knight c3. So that if knight c3, I can protect the d4 pawn. I hope this stream isn't sounding too whiny. I'm going to I will accept the double pawns. At least the queens are off. Okay, I don't mind that. We have the bishop pair. Okay, my pawns suck, but my king survives. So I don't mind this. It's ugly and unpleasant, but it's playable. Playable. Okay. Now what? Can we do this? Can I... Ooh, did this win a pawn? D5. D5 might win a pawn. Because I think I can go here. This is pretty... Oh, he might have this. He might have knight a5. Then after I take... Wait. Even if I did do this, it doesn't work. So never mind. This was never working. Okay. Let's play a4 then. I'm trying to get some play on the queen side here. Wow, my brain I was just not on it today. Getting old, senile. Okay, this knight is now a little bit offside. Can I go c4? I don't know if that's getting pretty dangerous for him. So, but here he can just move his bishop somewhere, and then my d pawn is starting to get weak. Yeah, I'm probably spending too much time on these moves. This is very committal. Okay, I'm going to play it with... I might regret it. This is risky. My position was fairly solid, but this is a risky move. I might not have... And I mean, my rooks are still, pretty much on their starting squares. So I don't know. I might be overcompensating here, being overly aggressive. I do have the bishop pair, so maybe I shouldn't be so rambunctious here. But part of why I did it is because I feel like his knight is out of play a little bit on a5. But he's probably fine here. And this is a permanent move. Like maybe I could have just played king g2 or something, or improve the rooks. Don't know what I'm going to do with these f and h pawns long term. I can't easily trade them off or anything. So these are definitely going to be an issue for me. Okay, so I could put him on this file, which is nice to be able to do. I don't really want to go here because then he's winning a pawn. So maybe I should go here first, which I like. And then he might want to get the hell out of there while he can. I might be threatening d5 here, for example. So he might go knight c6. Although I guess he still have d5 there. Okay, so what about d5? That might be a bit much, but now his knight literally cannot go anywhere without being captured. So yeah, so now we're getting really close to capturing that. In fact, could I sack in some situations? Not quite. Okay, but at least his knight is out of play. So now I can focus elsewhere on the board. Maybe I just attack it. Wait, can I take this? B3? I could get 3 pawns for the bishop. 3 pawns for the bishop. Could I do more than that? I don't think so. Okay, so bing, bang, boom. And I'm on his other bishop. That is tempting. but it's not quite enough for me. Not quite my tempo. What if I had both rooks here? Hard to do that though. And then I go here and then boom, 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 boom. Then I'm threatening check. Yeah. You know, when Whiplash came out, not too long after, I tweeted the writer, and he responded to me. He replied, yay, I'm famous. Okay, but looking at this again, B3. Can I go C4 there? Takes. I don't think I have anything. Damn. Okay, that's unfortunate. So push here. Is he going to do something nasty? Okay, let's try to get rid of this double pawn. Hello, Alberto. I'll play members. I'll grant one member one game per month at pawn level. And then knight level, I'll play 2 games. And rook level, 3 games. Okay. So I'm burning all my time. Did this weaken him at all? Yeah, let's go here. Wait, no, let's not. Okay, let's go here. I just want to get it off of the D file. I'm afraid there might be some tactic or something. And then F4. F4, he puts a rook on G8. And I think we're okay. Okay, so he's getting active here. F4, knight D6. And we shall take. So he might take first. I'll take with the rook, maybe. So takes. Oh. Okay, we need the other rook for that. Crap. Okay, I have to go here. Okay, good thing I saw that. See, rook b3, he could take. No, actually, yeah. Then he's winning, right? No, I could have win. That would have been okay, actually. Although maybe not, because then he would have had GF. Yeah, so I might have been losing that. So I think it's good I did this. Okay, so now he brings in Mr. Knight. But then I take here. He takes here, I take the bishop. So he could take here, and then he can go knight f5. I think I'm holding so far. Is it comfortable? No. And I only have 2 minutes. But yeah, man, tough day in the office when you lose every game. He's got this check. And our king ain't thrilled. Knight comes in. I might have to take it. Maybe I don't have to take it, but... oh, there's no rook level? Just bishop level? Okay. I was wondering what you meant. And I forgot I was talking about the membership level. Okay, so knight d6. Are we defending Mr. Pawn? He goes this way. Okay. I don't know. Not looking good for me. Magnetic buoyancy. Does it show on chess.com? Oh, I played this guy before. And I lost. Okay, so he takes. And then what? Am I hitting his bishop? What am I doing? I don't see how that really... How would I attack him here? Ooh. Oh. Thanks for the sub, Chesslock. No, I was going to say, I thought for some reason this wins the knight. But there's threats here, kind of. Not huge. But there's some play for white. Some. Yeah, so if he takes on a5, I already forgot what I was going to do. Oh yeah, rook fd1. Okay, rook fd1. And then c5. It's like rook b6 and then c5. So where does he put the bishop? Somewhere, and then rook b5. That's a damn good move. Okay, I'm going to go here. If he takes the bishop, I'm going to take the knight. Okay, and then we get our pawn back. How Stella got her pawn back. Check. No, I think we go back. He wins the h2 pawn. We're going to have to take on f4. But at least it's rook and pawn. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take rook and pawn. I feel Lichess is harder at 2100 than chess.com. That's what I've noticed. Below, like at the lower ratings, chess.com is harder. Not even close. But at 21, like even 2000 and higher, I feel chess.com is easier. Okay, I have 93 seconds. I have decent chances here of a draw, possibly a win. What I don't like is that I'm a minute down on the clock, as per usual. Not liking that. So what do I need to be scared of? Whatever he does, it's a little slow. But I'm not really, I mean, he's fine. Okay, so we're threatening bishop b5. If he keeps running, I'll probably grab my pawn. Okay, I'm 30 seconds down now. Okay, I'm going to go check with the bishop. I can kick that out so I can get a7 now. I don't know if I want to give a check here. It is a mate. But let's get there. Ooh, he's got this now. But I'm threatening here. Okay, you know what? No counterplay. No counterplay, sir. He's going here now. Annoying. This guy is annoying. How do I deal with that? Shit. God. I was completely winning if it wasn't for this. I got pins and needles in my foot. I got pins and needles in my foot. Okay. Here. His H-pawn runs. It's fast. Okay, we're going to go here again. My hands are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. And I want my A-pawn. I'm scared of his H-pawn. Please put the rook here. Please put the rook here. Because I got plans for it. Put. Okay. He might be calculating. Okay. Check. Oh, you bastard. Okay, we're going to go here. This is real. So is this. Check. Okay. Just make a move. You're so slow. You're so slow, man. You're so slow. We're going to flag. I'll go for a draw. Because I don't have time. Okay. Yeah, my hands were sweaty there. So I was winning, but I didn't have enough time. So I lost 1 point. I'm going to play another one. Because it would be nice to set a new personal best. Yeah, normally I analyze my games, if anyone is new to my stream. Oh God, Mega Chess. Can I abort a game? This is too high. 2240. It's too high. There we go. I want somebody around my level. Yeah, my winning streak ends and my losing streak ends. Okay, this guy's not moving. Looks like it might be a new account. I don't know how to really tell. How come it doesn't show somebody how many games someone's played? Oh, it does. It's not new. So, man, you got to wait a long time. Oh, he moves now. Okay. It moves. Okay, guys, if we win this game, and by we, I mean me, it'll be a new all-time, lifetime high, a new personal best for me on chess.com Rapid. This is a very unusual opening I probably have never seen in my life. And I don't love that. If I go e5, I don't know what I think about d4. I'm going to play it anyways. But I'm unsure about this. And where do we want the bishop? I'm just going to go bishop e7 because it's quicker than playing g6. I've already pushed the e-pawn. So this is more efficient. So he wants f4. I can come in here. Yeah, this is not the most comfortable position I've ever had. Okay, I will go for this. f4. Do I want to take it? No. Okay, so now, if I go this way, then he's got this f5 again. I could let him play f4. It's not the end of the world to let that happen. But I don't think I want this. So I am going to take with the c-pawn. Yeah, now we have a decision to make. Because I think f4 is okay. But I think that's when the bishop is not here. I think this puts some power to it. So maybe I'm going to take then. And normally we have a knight on c6 that we can do things with. Yeah, this is now weak too. So that's a problem. I can't defend this easily at all. This is probably going to fall. I don't know what he's thinking about. Why would you think here? That's ridiculous. Then again, not easy for me to defend this either. But yeah, a bit of a strange think there. Okay, so d5. I do kind of segregate this pawn a little bit. I'm actually going to do that with great hesitation. White is looking pretty good here. In fact, I think I might have just dropped a pawn. Maybe not. I have knight d7, but this ain't comfortable. This ain't comfortable. Also, if he goes e5, I might have queen c7. No, because he could take and then take. So, yeah, I think we have to go knight d7. And then he's just... then he's got knight f3. And it's not comfortable. I have queen c7. And I might be holding there. No, then he's got knight bd2. And he's... Oh, no, he doesn't have knight bd2. Okay, so I might be holding after e5, knight d7, knight f3, queen c7. We each trade a pawn here. Okay. God. Shaky. My games are shaky. Shaky games. Okay, so this guy thinks this guy's like me. My previous opponent also thought. It feels like the players on Lichess play quicker. So he does push. And yes, we are going to go here. I don't think he can like attack me. Yeah, so queen c7. I shall play. This is interesting too. And then I can go check. Okay, come on, that's interesting. But he can just take. But then again, this is protected. So this is interesting. Bing, bang, boom. But then he goes here. Then I have a check. Oh, this is interesting. Because this is a little passive. But I like queen c7. I like them both. So queen c7, how does he deal with this? How does he deal with... Maybe queen c7 is better. Maybe it's Maybelline. He can defend it. Okay, I'm going to go queen c7, but that other line was interesting too. I already forgot what my other line was. Oh yeah, bishop g5 was interesting too. That it was kind of almost a coin flip on what I would have played there. Okay, so equal on the clock. They call me Jenny from the block. If this, okay. Something that's kind of interesting is today I didn't really get overwhelmingly better positions out of the openings, which is unusual for me. And that might be partly what's causing me some issues here. Yeah, so I can certainly see why white is thinking on this move, because it's not really pleasant for white after I recapture a pawn here. So if he takes with the knight, I guess I take with the queen. It looks good. Okay, I don't know about that. Maybe it's fine. Okay, so takes. Okay, let's not overthink it. I kind of want to overthink it though, but okay, we shall take. That was probably a good move, g3. I'll pre-move the recapture. Don't. Okay, so his rook is protected. I could attack it still, which I do like. I like it. He also has to watch out for a little something. This is something he needs to consider. That seems, maybe it's okay. But it's, I don't know, it's very iffy for him. Okay, so we attack him. He can't attack me. He can go here, but then I win the knight. So let's do this. Let's do this. I might win some material here. At the very least, I should get a good clock advantage here, because this is going to require thinking from white, especially how he's played. He's going to have to think here. Yeah, it's similar to Marshall from the Black's end. Similar. You wouldn't have these moves like this, but yeah, it is similar. So double pawns aren't always bad, and you can kind of see them here. Look at all these lovely squares. His knight is completely dominated. Well, maybe not completely, but this is, you know, problems for him. Yeah, I think one of the issues, I mean, white's position isn't terrible. Okay, so we attack it again. He can't attack me. And then I might be winning something there. Hopefully I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, so he moves the rook. We have bishop. Okay. Okay, so he gives up the exchange. I should maybe take it while I can. If he takes with the king, he loses the knight. If he takes with the bishop, he attacks this pawn. But yeah, there is no rush for me to take. There's no rush because there's no way that he can attack me. So let's keep building the pressure and hope I'm not being greedy. But this is delayed gratification. This is patience. This ain't going anywhere. Actually, maybe it is. No, okay. No, I think we're okay. Yeah. I mean, if I didn't put the rook on e8, he could have played rook f2. Okay, so this is still pinned. I think now we can take, because if, oh no, wait. No, he still takes with the knight. Okay, so this still can't move. So we can attack his knight now. Oh wait, no, what if I change the move order? Takes, assuming he recaptures, then check. Then I can force the trade and get to an endgame. So I could simplify there. I could simplify here by taking. And then taking. And then check. And then take, and then push even. But do I want to simplify? Or do I want to keep being annoying? That would be stupid. Okay, it may be time to simplify. Usually when I simplify, it's always bad though. So we'll see after the game when I analyze it. Usually the computer says that was stupid. Why are you simplifying? You have all this pressure. Keep attacking. That's usually what the computer says. So, and I was going to do the queen trade. I'm probably still going to do that. I'm just seeing if there's something better. I don't think there is though. So now, do we take with the rook or the pawn? His bishop sucks. So I might actually take with the rook. But then again, this pawn will suck. You might go to f7. I double up. But what am I doing? It's not so simple. Because he's going to go here. I don't know if I like that. Maybe I take with the pawn, but it's here, push, and then push. Okay, I'm going to take with the rook, but this is, I'm telling you, this pawn is going to cause me grief. This is, okay, we can attack the C pawn. Let's do that, I think, to start. Not so clear. Okay, go here. The thing is, he can't trade rooks, so that's another nice thing. Okay, if he goes here, I can take this pawn. It's still iffy, though. Still iffy. I'm going to get the king going. So boom, boom. And then boom, and simplify. I'm now down on the clock. Okay, so we have en passant, which I think you forgot about. Never mind. I never said that. Okay. Do we want to take that or let him push? Let's take. And keep watching the clock. Hello, Tom, Jerry. Bring in the king. So the king getting active. Now he's going to go here. No, wait, I forgot. He can't do that. Well, he could, but he probably shouldn't. And we will defend this. Or no, we should push. Let's push. Okay, he can run the A pawn if he... Okay, well, I think this is fine. That was kind of a waste of a move, I think, because I go here now. Okay, he can push it. But then his rook can never really move. So let's do that. He can go 8-4, but then I just bring him the king. Yeah, so he goes back. Now we bring in our king. Do we want to go here? And then push? I could. Don't really want to. At the right moment, I could sack here. Because I'm up so much material there. That's a last resort. I'm going to push these. But yeah, this is a bailout. Okay. No rush, right? Awkward though. No, this is the move. This is the move. Now both pieces are tied down. Both pieces are tied down now. Actually, no, that's not true. His bishop could play. And let's not go there. Gonna go here. Oh, I'm playing so slow. Okay, sorry, I gotta focus here. Okay, I'm not gonna talk for. Okay, stay on the dark squares here, and then push here. So at the right time, I can go for this. I might do it next move. Next move. Okay. Yeah, that was good. I improved all these other pawns. Then I did that. I like that. I like how I played that. Ah. And he's thinking here. Every second is better for me. Okay, we'll go here. He's gonna repeat, and then can I push? No, we're gonna bring in the king. Well, not if he comes here. We're not. Am I pushing there? Yeah, because then my king can come in. Yeah, so here we bring in the king. 58 seconds. Yeah, we take that. We push. I mean, I don't know what he's expecting here. I don't know what he's expecting here. I don't know what he's expecting here. Time to resign, sir. Okay. New all-time high personal best. This is always how it happens. I get my ass kicked on Lichess. I lose every game. So I go back to chess.com out of anger, and then I set a new personal best. Now, I did draw the previous game, but I made up for that with this win with 8 points. That should be a new all-time high by 7 points, which feels good. What's it called? I forget what it's called. When you make up for your losses. Yeah, I'll analyze the game after. I just have to enjoy it first. Okay, so I'm getting pretty old. It's nice to still be able to set a new personal best. I'm turning 42 in a couple months. I'll be 42, but I'm still improving, kind of. If you saw my Lichess games, you wouldn't think that, but still setting a new personal best on chess.com. Rapid 2113. Let's just enjoy that first by looking at my profile. Is this going to be the full page? There we go. 2113. Thank you guys. I mainly just play on chess.com to set a new personal best, and then I go back to Lichess. So the graph from 1 year, you can see how I do that. I just come back every so often, and then all time. I don't have that many games played. How many games do I have played? Does it show? Does it show how many games here? 67? That can't be right. No, that's 1 year all time. 543 games. So 2113, 99.9 percentile. They should break that down to the hundredths percent so you can see. But yeah, happy with that. Okay, let's look at the game. 2113, new personal best. I'm happy. Whoops, I keep hitting wrong buttons over here. Okay, so what was this? It was a weird opening. Yeah, this is why you don't see such openings so often. I'm having trouble navigating here. Is it me, or does this moving really slow? Is it because I have this open? The animation. Look at that. Okay, now it's okay. No, it's jaggedy. Is that normal? It wasn't like that when I played the game. That's not smooth. It's like it's having a stroke. Okay, that's annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. So E5, I'm not sure about E5 because I get a little bit worried about like a D5 break or D4 break. I know I can take here on E4, but I don't know. I get nervous easily, but I played it. And as I was saying during the game, I often like to play G6 and put the bishop on G7, but I've already moved the E pawn. So if I play G6, it's probably okay, but because he's already committed the bishop to B2, so I don't have to worry about pins on G4, G5. But it does slow me down a little bit, so I didn't really like that fact that we play G6 as well and then castle. Although it was probably okay to do that. I really like to castle quickly. So I played bishop E7 and castled. It was pretty obvious he's going to play F4, or I didn't really know, unless I'm expanding on the queen side, with like the A and the B pawns. Don't really have much of a plan here, other than getting a knight on d4. He did take. I was surprised he took it unprovoked, because this might be his better bishop. This is not really a good bishop for him. Technically, it's a bad bishop. So I'm a little surprised he took unprovoked, because I'm not really threatening anything here. He could just play f4, but he took it. He does make me have to decide of which pawn to retake it with. And I was considering not taking and letting him push, but I don't like the fact that he had a bishop, his light squared bishop here, because then g4 actually does cause me some pain when his pawn is on f5. Although I guess even without it, he could still play that because his queen covers it. So I did take and played d5, which ended up kind of being one of the main points that gave me a workable position, I feel. So I think that was good. He did got a hair eyelash or something in my mouth. Sorry. There was a dog here over today. There was a dog over here today, is what I'm trying to say. So I very strongly considered, was it here that I was considering something? No, it was the next move or something. I think, yeah. Yeah, here I was considering bishop g5. Because after knight takes, queen takes, he has to move the rook back. It still might have been good though, but he doesn't have to take, that's the thing. But I don't know. This was still very interesting. I spent quite a while here. And oh, Sudeep wanted me to look at, is Sudeep still here? He wanted me to look if pawn f5 was better than rook move to a file. What does that mean? Maybe he means later. Was it here? Please look if pawn f5 was better than rook move to a file. Later in the game, okay. But yeah, but I'm curious what the computer says here, because bishop g5 was interesting to me. He played g3 after a long think. It was an interesting move. Maybe a little slow. Maybe he should be developing instead. That might make more sense. Then again, his rook is kind of in a tough position here. Or I guess I can't take with the queen, but he might have been worried about... I guess he could always just trade here and then bring it back. But I don't know. Maybe bring out the knight was better. So we trade here. Then he plays knight d2. And yeah, his rook was always awkward on f4. So he had to retreat. And I think I'm just winning here. I've got everything under control. I didn't take the exchange right away, which I think was good not to, because otherwise he gets his knight to f3. And I'm up the exchange. Obviously, black's winning here, but we can do more, I felt. Amateur wants me to look into the queen trade. Oh, yeah, I think he said something about this in the chat. Okay, let me scroll up. I think he said something about this. He said, one free lesson, do not change queens in such positions. Yeah, well, I said that during the game, right? I said the computer probably won't like this. The key is black's king is much safer. The queen trade makes it. Yeah, I know. Like I usually when I simplify with the queen trade, usually the computer says it's bad, but you have to factor in the clock situation and how slow I play. And with the queens on the board, it slows me down even more. So I'm factoring that into it. That's like 90% of my decision is the clock in those situations. Otherwise, I wouldn't trade queens. So I don't know if pragmatically it's good to do that or not. Okay, moving on. I spent forever on this move. Maybe I spent too long on it. But here I decided to simplify, finally. I don't think I could extract more out of the position. And then continue to simplify. Oh yeah, so this is what Amateur Shock was saying, to not simplify, yeah, to not trade here. So what would we do instead? F5 maybe? Yeah, F5 is probably good. I don't see how that wouldn't be good. If he runs f4. Yeah. Oh, I finished my drink. Okay. So, yeah, traded. Also spent a while here deciding if I want to take what's a pawn or not. Ears are bugged. Testing. I'm going to echo in my ear now. Eustachian tube dysfunction. Okay, so if we take here... Oh, God. I might have to stop the stream soon. My ears like all messed up. So if I take... if I took here, there was something I didn't like. I forget what it was. Probably I could do that. I think I didn't like c3. Yeah. Although I could probably just trade. Everything's winning. Yeah, I probably could have taken either way. And yeah, then I just got my king active. And I stopped counterplay. Made him retreat. Pretty straightforward. And then once I've improved everything pretty much to the maximum, I can't really improve things much further. I don't really want to push the A pawn here. It weakens the B pawn. So once I maximized my king and everything, then I simplify because I'll be up 2 pawns after this, and I have this passed pawn here, and then just improve the king. And okay, let's look at that with the engine. How do we do that on chess.com? Evaluation? Nope. Lines? Oh, I can't do it. Isn't there a free way to do it? Or no? Is there no free way to do it on chess.com anymore? Okay, to Lichess we go. I'm going to import. Okay. Game review, does that work? I don't think so, does it? No, game review doesn't do it.
Some good positional play let you seize the advantage in the middle game.
No, game review doesn't do it. No, I'm going to have to import it into Lichess. Here we are. So that's the graph. Did not feel like that at all. It felt much closer for the middle game. It did not feel that one-sided to me. Actually, I wanted to look up my opponent as well. I wanted to look him up. Curious. Oh, I think I already did before. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, so. Well, maybe not too much to look at. I mean, the graph said I played pretty well. I'm surprised the graph is like that. It did not feel like that. Yeah, I thought I thought I had some important decisions to make. So knight d4 was good. Anything was good here apparently. And with either pawn, no, c pawn was better. Yeah, because this is a little scary. And taking was good, but anything here was okay. And then d5, best move by a hair. More than a hair. No, d5 was best. So yeah, I played pretty well. This was best. It's suggesting g5 here. Whoops, g5 is the best move. Who the hell is playing g5? Oh my god, wait. I didn't even consider that he could potentially get trapped. So if he goes to f5, he can't move anywhere. We just move the knight. Oh, I didn't see g5 because that's so. If he takes the pawn, we have bishop or queen on this diagonal. Yeah, it's so scary to play though. I don't even know if I like that still. I don't like a weak king. I don't like a weak king, but I should have been aware of it though. G5. Okay. This was second best. And yeah, this was all good. Sudeep wants me to look at rook f5 instead of rook a5. Oh, but at that point I was winning already though. Yeah, so this was best. Oh yeah, no, but earlier, wasn't I thinking about bishop g5 here? Yeah, I was thinking about bishop g5 here, right? This would have been a blunder, apparently. I don't know why. It's okay for black, but it liked what I did better. Maybe because we actually win a pawn here. That's why. Yeah. Okay. And then it didn't like bishop g4. It wants me to go rook e8. Because we win the other exchange, I guess. Or wait, can he defend this way? Oh, we have bishop h3. And then if he defends this way, then we have bishop g4. Okay, so this could have even extracted more value out of the position. But PoBuddy's nerfed. And yeah, so this was, everything was good, the computer says. Now, the computer doesn't mind my simplification. It's one of the best moves. It doesn't mind it here. In fact, it doesn't have f5. I mean, every move is good, right? But it doesn't actually mind queen f6 here. The top move is queen e7. I mean, rook e7. Okay, so this was actually fine to simplify here. And the other thing, though, is that I think my endgames are pretty decent. So that also factored into my decision. And so this was all good. And then Sudeep wants me to look at, instead of rook f5. Did I pass that already? No. Did I? Did I never played rook f5. You mean rook c5? Oh no, you mean instead of rook a5. Oh, you mean here. Check. And then what? Then what? I don't think this does anything. Oh, then you want to go here maybe? Yeah, that works. I'm never saying that though in this time. Yeah, that'll pick up the bishop. I would never see that. I would never see this. Yeah, and then this was all fine. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end it there.